Hi. So now I'm going to show you one of the problems, how to solve this particular problem which I've selected. This is related to the deployments and scaling the deployment. So this question mentions that we need to implement the Canary deployment uh, over where we have already, that means we already have one deployment. A Canary deployment is a side by another deployment, which is a copy of the previous one, and we need to basically um, reduce the traffic for the first deployment and increase the traffic to the second deployment. So how are we going to do that? Let's see. Okay, let's continue. To create any deployment, we need to use an imperative command, or we can also use a docs to search for create deployment examples, and we can edit that file. So I'm using an imperative command. Create deployment. Okay, I'm going to give a name called web app, and I want to create a deployment for an image. So I need to give hyphen if an image equals to nginx one point with a 1.21 as a tag, and I need three replicas for this deployment. I don't want to create it now only. Hyphen dry run equals to client. We can also give server here. Hyphen o YAML. Output should be in the YAML. And I need to save it like my dep1 dot YAML. I want to edit this YAML file. Uh, Inside this, we have just see that I just want to give an extra label here, like version V1. This doesn't matter, but just to distinguish between other files, it has V1 version and another file will have V2 version that way. So the thing is that services has to also, in order to traffic route, in order to do the traffic routing, it has to match the label of web app, which is there for this file. Basically, I save this file. Now I apply this my dep1.yum. I'm also using and now I want to do I want to create a service for this. So kubectl expose deployment named web app. If I don't know the entire command, I'll just use it. So it will show me an example to use service for a deployment. I'll just copy and paste it. For example, my deployment name is web app. I need to give a service name also, which is my service, let's say, and now service is exposed. If you do get my, oh my god, my service, get service, my service, let me know, yeah, it will show me. Okay, so basically it is created for that particular deployment, but actually it's using the label web app. Now it is going to traffic route to that particular deployment whose labels are having web app. With port 80, user may connect to the port 80 and it will route traffic to the container port, which will be 8000. Now I want to route our traffic to another Canary deployment as well. What I need to do, I need to create that particular Canary deployment with the same label. So service will identify two deployments having the same labels and it will route the traffic like 80 or 90% and 10% that way. So what I will do, I'll just create another deployment. So this time I want to queue the number of replicas as 1 and this one is 2. Just that everything will be same, but just file. And what I will do, okay, basically I want to give the different name for this. Okay, that seems to be fine. But if I go to this now, I want to change the labels so that service will identify both the deployments and route the traffic even though if one of the deployment is down, it can route the traffic to the another deployment. Now I need to apply if my deployment. Yeah, I just created. If we see get deployments. So our use case is we have to slowly reduce the traffic to the first and then we have to increase the traffic for the second. What I can do is scale web app, scale what we need to scale deployment and the name of the deployment. And we need to give heighten replicas equals to 1 for the first. I need to scale for Canary with replicas 3 and I need to slowly decrease the traffic to the first and increase the traffic to the second. Okay, I can do gated deployments. Okay, so use case is completed. Basically, they are asking to gradually increase the canary if it is stable. This use case will be helpful in such a cases where we need to take down one deployment and we need to create another similar deployment. So we can create another similar deployment with the same label so that traffic will be routed to that deployment as well. And the first deployment, gradually we can tear it down. If there were any issues or if any uh, like system issues, so it can internally route traffic. So yeah, that defines a use case. Thank you.